Testing, testing.
Photos for today's American Legion baseball game. First, from our visitors, Richland Post 215. Starting with number 9, playing shortstop, Joe Ray. Next up, number 3, playing right field, Alvin Murray. Number 23, playing first base, Tyler Hernandez. Number 7, playing second base, Robert Winsky. Number 27, playing catcher, Dylan Hernandez. Number 1, playing third base, Jackson Williams. Number 12, playing left field, Austin Jeffcoat. Number 11, playing designated hitter, Nate Caldwell. Number 4, playing center field, Chappie Cox. Number 5, playing pitcher, S. Graham. Followed by their subs, number 10, M. Lafitte. Number 13, J. Chetwood. Number 14, R. Bremer. Number 8, B. Evans. Number 31, H. Gaines. Number 6, L. Price. Number 18, C. Scott. Number 2, A. Robinson. Number 16, W. Johnson. Number 30, R. Scott. Number 15, L. Smoke. Number 20, S. Painter. Followed by their head coach, Chris Dorsey, and their assistant coach, Chris Biggs. Next up for the P-15s, number 9 playing right field, BJ Balls. Number 11 playing center field, Corey Bailey. Number 1 playing catcher, Gavin Rivers. Number 8 playing left field, Mac McDaniel. Number 10 playing first base, Connor Carter. Number 4 playing shortstop, Justin Pendergrass. Number 3 playing second base, Larry Johnson. Number 14 playing designated hitter, Zy Dennis. Number 6 playing third base, Cade Mooneyham. Number 20 as pitcher, Owen Barkley. Followed by their subs, number 2, Martin Davis. Number 7, Joseph Chapman. Number 9, Bodie Bowden. Number 12, Braid Stanfield. Number 13, Britton Pack. Number 15, Mac McKinnon. Number 16, Hudson Harris. Number 17, Wyatt Monahan. Number 18, Easton Donlan. Number 21, Vincent Elmore. Number 3, Heath Jordan. Followed by their head coach, T. Du Bois, and assistant coaches, Clayton Goff, Layden Delavan, and Ruby Mooneyham. And 1 second, we're also going to be introducing the All-Stars for the 10U. All right, we have for the 10U All-Stars, Caden Brunson, Jay Salts, Davis Williams, Owen Arledge, Noah Smith, Wilson Lloyd, Wells Lloyd, Hunter Baker, Kirsten Woodcock, Mason Woodcock, Paxton Betsvort, and Grayson Barr. The umpires for today's games at home plate is going to be Mike Bass, and on the field, Cody Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we kindly request please raise as for our opening ceremonies. The umpire today is going to be Sean Custer.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of this day and the opportunity to play the game we love. Bless both teams with the strength, focus, and skill to perform at our best. Keep us safe from injury and guide us to play with integrity, respect, and good sportsmanship. Let our actions honor you, no matter the outcome. In your name we pray. Amen.
The Sportsman Code is presented by Cody Thibodeau. Please remain standing for our national anthem as we honor America and those men and women who serve to protect it. As a reminder for veterans in attendance, it is optional to remain covered and render a hand salute during the playing of the national anthem in lieu of removing your cap. The national anthem is being sung by Kaya Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's bronze stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's play ball.
Overall, 4-2 in league play. Meanwhile, Richland 215 comes in 7-3 overall, 4-2 in League Two play. So these two teams are tied at the top of the standings. So we got a good one here, good conference matchup. P-15s do hold the tiebreaker, but they need to get a win again today. Owen Barkley on the mound for your P-15s, the big righty, as he winds and delivers the first pitch inside for a ball. Joseph Ray at the plate for Richland Post 215, the shortstop. 1-0 the count. Barkley winds, delivers, in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there from Barkley. We have not seen Barkley much, mostly playing on the junior squad, but been elevated for some pitching duties here this summer, and we've seen him a few times. The 1-1, ooh, little half swung there, slow roller to the first baseman Carter, and he gets the nice 3 UA. Kind of got inside the hands of Ray there. I don't think he meant to swing at that one. but we'll take it for out number 1. And at the plate now for Richland will be their right fielder, number 2, Alvin Murray III. Murray from Cardinal Newman High School. Played his freshman year at Newberry this past spring. The pitch, down, low and away for a ball, right at the feet of Murray III. Has a really good average in Legion ball this summer. One of the hottest hitters. The 1-0 in there for a strike right on the knees of Murray III. He comes in batting .375, 10 RBIs, best on the team. The 1-1 from Barkley, outside, 2-1 the count. Barkley with that heater. See if Murray III can make an adjustment here for Richland. Barkley winds the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, a hard hit ball. That'll be a single to the right side for Alvin Murray III. So Alvin Murray III with a 1-out single here for Richland post 215. And at the plate now will be their first baseman, number 23, Tyler Hernandez. Another left-handed batter at the plate. Richland 215's kind of late to the party. Their first base coach is just now getting out there. Murray III took off his shin guards and stuff and was waiting to toss at somebody, and no one was out there. As they grab his stuff, and Richland 215 remains without a first base coach. Interesting decision here. Murray III with the big lead. Hernandez at the plate. Barkley winds, delivers, in there for a strike, right inside at the knees. Good-looking pitch there from Barkley. 72-mile-per-hour curve. Now the assistant coach comes out trotting out for first base. Barkley glances over that left shoulder, now throws over, not in time. Ball gets away from Carter, but it looked like it hit Murray III, so that slowed it down a little bit. Not a great throw there from Barkley, but great job by Connor Carter staying with it at first base for Sumter. Boy, Murray III with a huge lead. Barkley glances over that left shoulder. Now throws over and just missed the tag on him. Throw was a little high. Not a bad job there by Carter putting the tag on him. Hernandez patiently awaiting his second pitch. Barkley winds, runner goes in there for a strike. The throw is in time, and he is out! Gavin Rivers with a nice throw for your P-15s, and they get out number 2. That one just kind of rolled its way right to the glove of Pendergrass, and he was able to lay the tag on it. So base is empty. 0-2 the count here to Hernandez. See if Barkley can strike him out. The pitch swung on and fouled off. Hernandez just got a piece of that one. Owen Barkley. Wilson Hall, 2027 prospect. Coming in to pitch here in the top of the first. The 0-2 to Hernandez. Down low and away. Just missed that outside corner. Good location from Barkley. But better plate discipline from Hernandez laying off of that one. Barkley winds. The 1-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. Painted that outside corner. A backwards K. And the P-15s are scoreless with Richland 215 as we head to the bottom of the first. See if they can get the bats rolling. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92. all season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back to Bobby Richardson Field at historic Raleigh Ballpark. P-15's playing a conference matchup here. Very important game against Richland 215. Sumter comes in 8-4 overall, 4-2 in league play. Meanwhile, Richland 7-3 overall, 4-2 in League 2 play. Last time these two matched up, P-15's run rolled them 10-0 last Thursday. So we're in the bottom of the first. P-15s will come to the plate in a scoreless ball game and trying to get something going. Pitching today for Richland 215 is big number 9 on the mound, big lefty, getting his warm-up tosses. That's Scott Graham, number 5. P-27, Newberry commit. Scott Graham, arguably one of their better pitchers. He's pitched the most innings out of all the pitchers on the Richland 215 roster. 16 innings pitched, 1-0 on the season. Giving up 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 errors, 9 walks, 17 strikeouts, and a 2.18 ERA. So good-looking stuff there from Scott Graham. P-27, that baseball factory over there in Lexington, and he's going to take his talents to Newberry next spring. And leading things off for Sumter will be B.J. Balls playing right field in tonight's game. Graham, a lefty, as he winds, delivers. Ooh, inside, almost hit Balls. 85-mile-per-hour fastball right at the eye level, and Balls had to get out of the batter's box. See if BJ can get us a leadoff hit. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Little elevated fastball right at the waist of Balls. Count evens at 1 apiece. Graham, very tall and lanky pitcher here. Listed at 6'2". The 1-1 to Balls. Swung on, a little dribbler to the right side. The second baseman grabs it, throws across, and gets the nice 4-3 out for out number 1. Second baseman Roper Winsky for Richland was kind of shading over to that right side, so they knew how to play Balls. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and at the plate now for Sumter will be the center fielder, number 11, Corey Bailey. Lefty-righty matchup here. Graham winds, delivers, swung on, a hard hit ball by Bailey. That's through the shortstop. Bailey with a nice hit for your P-15s. That one was just roped right to the left of the shortstop. Ray tried to get a glove on it, was unsuccessful. So Bailey will be at first, and Gavin Rivers will be at the plate, the catcher for your P-15s. Big number 1. Rivers had that nice throw out on the base pass in the top half of the city. See if he can translate that to the bat here. Graham winds, delivers. Oh, inside, almost hit him. 1-0 the count. Corey Bailey with a big lead over there at first base as he steps off the bag to get his lead again. See if Coach DeBose doesn't send him. Graham looking right at him. Now looks at the batter, looks back. The pitch, swung on, and that'll be a single in the shallow right field. Gavin Rivers with a 1-out single. And the P-15s have first and second here in the bottom of the first. Good looking hit there from Gavin Rivers, just kind of off the end of the bat, and that one just fell right in the shallow right. Looks like they'll have a pinch runner come in. That's going to be Bodie Bowden coming in to run at first base for Rivers. And at the plate now for your Sumter P-15s will be the left fielder, Mac McDaniel, big number 8. Graham steps off the rubber. Didn't like how Bailey had a big lead over there at second. And we reset. Graham glancing at the runner at second. That's Bailey. Now looks back. The pitch to McDaniel. Oh, inside, and it hit him. McDaniel will take the hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded for your P-15s. And arguably one of the hottest hitters on the roster is coming to the plate right now. That's Connor Carter, the first baseman, big number 10. Carter's had back-to-back games with RBI singles. See if he can translate those RBIs to another one here. One out, bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Lefty-righty matchup. Graham tightens his hat, now steps back on the rubber. Graham looks at the runner at second. The pitch. Carter shows bunt, lays it down. Going to be a tough play, and he bobbles it. Graham bobbles it. Everyone's safe, and the P-15 score a run. They lead 1-0 over Richland 215. Connor Carter with a beautiful bunt. And Graham got there in plenty of time. He just fumbled the baseball over there on that first base line there. Connor Carter, excellent job getting on base. That'll go down as an E1. So bases loaded again, one out. And Justin Pendergrass, the shortstop at the plate. Big number 4. Lefty-righty matchup. Graham winds, delivers. In there for a strike right at the knees of Pendergrass. Pendergrass from Sumter High School, 2025 player. Played at Claflin University this past spring down in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Had a good year down there as Claflin's slowly becoming a solid baseball program. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side by Pendergrass. Pendergrass batted .235 down there at Claflin. Last Thursday in the 10-0 win over Richland 215, he was 2 for 4, 2 hits, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Pendergrass goes down swinging for out number 2. And at the plate now, for your Sumter P-15s, will be the second baseman, number 3, Larry Johnson, to the plate. P-15s have scratched one run across. They definitely don't want to leave them loaded here. See if Johnson can find a gap here and get a hit. Graham taking his time. The pitch. Oh, inside. Almost hit Johnson. Johnson tried to lean into it and wear it. That was unsuccessful. Graham's fastball. It's been all over the place so far for Richland. Sun is right in the eyes of the infielders out there. The 1-0 to Johnson, upstairs, good eye. 2-0 quickly here to the P-15 second baseman. Graham walking around the mound, readjusting his hat. Now puts that left foot on the rubber. You can tell he's trying to take his time and relax on the mound and get this final out for Richland. The 2-0 to Johnson. Swung on and missed. Big cut there from Johnson. Just missed that fastball. Got a piece of it. Fouled it right into the catcher's glove. That's Hearn. Two won the count here. Graham looks at the runner at first. That's Carter. The pitch. Inside. Gets away from the catcher, but not to the backstop. Just right in front of home plate there. 3-1 the count to Larry Johnson. Walk is just as good as a hit in this situation. Graham readjusting that hat of his. Kind of walking around the mound. Looks very flustered by the Sumter P-15s. Johnson patiently awaiting his pitch. The 3-1 swung on, hit up sky high to center field. The center fielder's coming in and will make the catch for the final out of the inning. The P-15s, they leave them loaded, but they scratch a run across, and they lead 1-0 over Richland Post 215 as we head to the top of the second. We'll be right back with more baseball. You're listening to The Jams. Jams, 92.3 and 93.3 FM. Welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field, a historic Raleigh ballpark here in Sumter, South Carolina. Your P-15s, they lead 1-0 after one inning. And we head to the top of the second, where Richland 215 will try to get a run back. Owen Barkley still on the mound for your P-15s. And at the plate now will be the second baseman, number 7, Roper Winsky. Righty-righty matchup here. Winsky from AC Flora. Pretty much the entire roster from Richland is all AC Flora guys, except for a couple. The pitch from Barkley. Down low and away for a ball. Missed on the outer half of the plate. 78-mile-per-hour heater there, that fastball. Winsky steps back in the batter's box. The 1-0. Down low and away. 2-0 quickly here to Winsky. 2026 4A state champion at AC Flora. Committed to the College of Charleston. Future Cougar at the plate. Trying to get something started here for Richland. The 2-0 from Barkley. Down low and away. 3-0. That one was right at the feet of Winsky. Winsky with 10 singles. Leads Richland in that category. Also has the most runs scored with 8. The 3-0 pitch from Barkley. In there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there. Fastball. Right down Broadway. Barkley wasting no time on the mound for Sumter. The 3-1 pitch outside, and Winsky draws the leadoff walk for Richland 215. So he'll be at first base, and at the plate now for Richland will be the catcher, number 27, Dylan Hernandez. Hernandez, another College of Charleston commit, AC Flora grad. Barkley winds, delivers upstairs for a ball. Hernandez is a 2027 prospect, so rising senior. Winsky with the big lead at first. Barkley glances over that left shoulder. The 1-0 in there for a ball just missed. Barkley seems a little frustrated with that call. 2-0 quickly. Boy, Hearn is a very tall catcher at the plate for Richland. The pitch in there for a strike. Caught that outside corner. 2-1 now. See if Barkley can get that first out for the P-15s here in the top of the first. Sumter leading 1-0. Winsky creeping towards second. The 2-1 from Barkley outside. Good job by Rivers. That one was in the left-handed batter's box. He had to slide over and protect that one. So 3-1 now. Yeah, Hernandez listed at 6'4". So very tall rascal here at the plate. The pitch swung on, hit up sky high in the infield near the Richland dugout. And it's going to be caught by Moonaghan in foul territory for out number 1 for your P-15s. So 1 away, runner at first, and at the plate now will be the third baseman for Richland 215, number 1, Jackson Williams. Williams, a right-handed hitter from Spring Valley High School, 2027 prospect. Barkley staring over there at first. Barkley winds, delivers, outside. Good job by Rivers. That ball dropped right in front of him, and he did a great job blocking it. Went right off his chest all the way into the left-handed batter's box, but kept Winsky from stealing the second. The 1-0 to Williams. Swung on, a high chopper behind the pitcher's mound. Pendergrass coming in. He makes the throw and makes the nice 6-3 out for your P-15s. Boy, Pendergrass charged that ball hard and made it look easy. So runner in scoring position for Richland 215. That's Winsky at second base with 2 outs. And at the plate now will be the left fielder, number 12, Austin Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat from Westwood High School, 2026 grad, committed to USC Sumter, so future fire in at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Barkley glances over his right shoulder at the runner. The pitch, outside, 1-0 now. Barkley's had a little trouble here in the early going getting ahead of counts. He's been behind in several counts so far. See if he can throw a strike here to Jeff Cope. Barkley glances over that shoulder again. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Good pitch there from Barkley. That outside part of the plate. Caught Jeffco looking at that one. P-15s just need one more out here in the top of the second. Leading 1-0. Richland 215 trying to strike back with a runner at second and 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch swung on a hard hit ball. That should fall in the gap in left center field. Bailey grabs it and will throw it in. And they will not get Williams at second base. So Jackson Williams with an RBI double, and this ball game is tied. Excuse me, that's Jeff Cope. So 1-1 our score now. Jeff Cote at second base with that RBI double. 2 outs. And Nathan Caldwell at the plate, the DH. From Westwood High School. Future Claflin commit. Another right-handed hitter. Barkley winds, delivers. In there for a ball. A little high on the waist there of Caldwell. One thing I've noticed the past several days and weeks here in the month of June, Claflin's getting a lot of players from the state of South Carolina, so up-and-coming baseball program there in Orangeburg. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there from Barkley. Good fastball right at the knees. Caldwell thought about swinging, but couldn't quite pull the trigger. Barkley gives the nod to Rivers, taking his time on the mound here. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side there by Caldwell. 1-2 now. And this is where I'd like to see Barkley be a lot more, is ahead in counts. He's been behind in counts so far. See if he can get his second strikeout of the night. Barkley looks back at second. Now looks back at the batter Caldwell. The pitch way outside. Good job by Rivers. Having to scoot over to that left-handed batter's box. P-15's very fortunate Jeffcoat didn't take off to third. 2-2 now. Boy, son is right in the first baseman Connor Carter's eyes over there. Barkley winds the pitch in a little half swing there, right to the pitcher's mound. And Barkley gets it, and it goes off the glove of Carter. 1 run comes across, and Richland 215 takes the lead off of the E1 error there by Barkley. Throw was high. Connor Carter couldn't quite get to it. And that brings up the 9-hole hitter for Richland. That's going to be the center fielder, number 9, Chaplain Cox. Cox, one of the few left-handed hitters in the lineup. Barkley trying to get that final out here. He's given up 2 runs here in the top of the second. Pitch. Inside, right at the feet of Cox there. One 1-0 the count here. Barkley glances back at the runner at second. That's Jeffcoat. The pitch swung on, a little dribbler, and it goes off the glove of Barkley. Johnson has to charge it, and everyone's safe. That ball was kind of hitting no man's land. And that'll go down as a hit for Chaplain Cox. So runners on the corners here for Richland, and they're not done with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the top of the order with Joseph Ray, the shortstop, at the plate. Ray coming in batting .280. Solid hitter at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Ray 0 for 1. Grounded out to the first baseman in the top of the first. Barkley winds, delivers in there for a ball and a stolen base there by Cox as he was able to get down the line there. No activity yet in the P-15 bullpen. Coach Landon Delvin trusting Owen Barkley on the mound here. Ray steps out of the batter's box. Didn't like how long Barkley was taking delivered this 1-0 pitch. Now he steps back in. Barkley winds the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good job there by Barkley. Getting him to chase that fastball. P-15s just need the final out here in the top of the second. Down 2-1 to Richland 2-15. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Big cut there from Ray. Another fastball that Ray just missed. Barkley comes in to this second inning with 1 strikeout, looking for his second here. The 1-2 pitch to Ray. Swung on and missed. And Barkley strikes out the side. But Richland 2-15. They add 2 runs, and they lead 2-1 over Sumter P-15s as we head to the bottom of the second. See if they can get that run back. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.3 FM. All season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back to Bobby Richardson Field here at historic Raleigh Ballpark. P-15's down 2-1 as Richland 2-15 was able to score 2 runs here in the second inning. Now we head to the bottom half of the inning. See if the P-15s can get some hits and get this run back. And leading things off for them will be the DH, number 14, Zy Dennis. Dennis, a Lawrence Manning Academy alum. Solid little outfielder for the P-15s. Scott Graham on the mound here for Richland. Lefty-righty matchup. Graham winds, delivers. Upstairs for a ball. Fastball at 85 miles per hour. Dennis has found himself into the starting lineup. Came in for Rivers last Tuesday and had 2 hits off the bench, so he can hit the baseball as he takes another ball upstairs. P-15s could use some base runners. Dennis in the 8-hole here tonight. In that DH role. We've seen him in the outfield as well. Graham winds. The 2-0 pitch. Inside there 3-0 now here to Dennis. And he's got some speed on the base pass too, so a walk could be really big here for your P-15s. Graham takes a big breath. The 3-1 pitch outside, and a walk there by Dennis. 4 straight balls there from Scott Graham. And the P-15s have a runner on first, no outs. And at the plate now will be the third baseman, the number 6, Cade Moonahan. Moonahan made a nice catch in foul territory last inning. Solid player at the plate. Moonahan from East Clarendon, 2027 prospect, rising senior. Lefty-righty matchup. Dennis with the huge lead at first. The pitch showed for a bunt and bunts it foul. Moonahan bunted that one all the way back to the backstop. See if he can lay down this bunt here. The third baseman is crashing for Richland. That's Williams. See if Coach DeBose gives him that bunt sign again. And they do. Moonahan showing bunt early. Graham winds, delivers upstairs for a ball. Good take there from Moonahan. Graham is coming off the pitching mound a lot here between pitches. Looks very flustered out there for Richland. Moonahan showing bunt again. Graham winds. The 1-1 pitch. Moonahan bunt and just foul down the first base line. He kind of poked it out there. Now he's got a 1-2 count on him. It's one of the hardest things to do in baseball is lay a bunt down, and you never want to poke at it. Kind of felt like Moonahan poked at that one. You want to let that ball come to your baseball bat. It really is an art. Graham looks at the runner at first. That's Dennis. The pitch upstairs for a ball. Dennis takes off, and he is safe at second base. Cy Dennis with a stolen bag for your P-15s. It was a good throw there by Hernandez, but the shortstop, Ray, just kind of mishandled it. I think Dennis would have been safe if the throw was on the money, but if you're the shortstop, Ray, you've got to catch that ball. So runner at second, no outs, 2-2 the count here to Moonahan. Graham looks back at the runner. The pitch swung on and missed, and Moonahan goes down swinging for out number 1. 85-mile-per-hour fastball got him chasing. And that'll bring us to the top of the order for your P-15s with B.J. Balls at the plate, the right fielder, big number 5. Balls leads the team in singles with 16 on the season. He also has 3 doubles and 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Ball's a very talented hitter at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. Graham winds, delivers inside for a ball. And after he delivered that, he kind of hit his glove with a lot of frustration there. Graham now steps back on the rubber. See if Balls can get this run across for your P-15s. Dennis with the big lead at second. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and that'll just fall in the shallow left field. Dennis waving around. He's flying around the base pass. An RBI single for B.J. Balls. The throw gets away, and Balls will take second base as nobody cut off the left fielder there. He threw the ball in, and the shortstop second baseman did not get to it, and that ball just rolled all the way into shallow right. And Balls was heads up base running, takes second base. B.J. Balls with 17 singles on the season and 7 RBIs. Good stuff there. At the plate now for your P-15s will be Corey Bailey. Bailey playing center field tonight. Big number 11 at the plate. And he's 1 for 1 in tonight's game. Had that nice single back in the first. Pitch swung on and fouled off by Bailey. P-15s have scored a run here in the bottom of the second and have tied this one up 2 apiece. Ball's at second base with one out. Bailey trying to extend the inning and get another run across and take the lead. Graham looks at the runner at balls. Now looks back. The 0-1 pitch to Bailey. Down, low and away. Good eye. Almost hit Bailey on the foot there. Corey Bailey having a solid season. He also has 10 singles on the season. 3 doubles. Just a very productive hitter for Sumter. The 1-1, Balls goes, and it gets away from the catcher, almost hit Bailey. And B.J. Balls will come all the way to home plate. And he'll score a run, but hold on, the umpire's going to come out to talk. They're going to say it did hit Corey Bailey. To me, it did not look like it hit him. Balls can't believe it. Catcher Hernandez was kind of lazy getting the ball from the backstop, and Balls went all the way and got it. Balls is going back to second base. Chris Dorsey's coming out of the dugout for Richland. He is not happy with his pitcher here. And Corey Bailey gets another hit by pitch for Sumter. He's got 12 hit by pitches this season. He leads the team in that category. And it seems like every game Corey Bailey gets hit by the baseball. Just a solid hitter and a solid player getting on base. That on base percentage is definitely up there. So first and second, one out. Coach Moonahan talking to the umpires here, trying to get clarification on that call. And Chris Dorsey will head back to the dugout. Quick little chat there with their pitcher, Scott Graham. Graham, a P-27 Academy alum, committed to Newberry. So highly talented pitcher on the mound here. Seems flustered by the P-15s. Now he's ready to go. Gavin Rivers at the plate. Rivers shows bunt, pulls it back, and Graham steps off the rubber. Did not like Ball's big lead over there at second base. We know BJ can steal. He's 17 for 19 on stolen base attempts this season. Rivers patiently awaiting his first pitch. Graham winds, Rivers shows bunt, and gets it down. It's a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Graham grabs it and doesn't even attempt to throw. That ball just hit the grass and died. And Gavin Rivers with a nice single bunt there for your P-15s. And the bases are loaded here with no outs. It looks like they're going to bring in Bodie Bowden to run for Rivers at first. And that'll bring up Mac McDaniel. Big left fielder. Big number 8. Infield umpire coming out to talk to Coach DeBose. Must be something about the players on the railing or something. Don't know what that was about. Bases loaded for your P-15s. No outs. And Mac McDaniel comes to the plate. Leads the team in RBIs with 7. Also leads the team in doubles with 5. P-15s could really use a double here in a tie ball game. 2-2 our score here in the bottom of the second. Graham winds, delivers, swung on, a hard hit ball, and foul down the right field line into the right field bullpen. Daniel just missed it. 0-1 to count here to the Sumter High School. 2027 prospect, rising senior here in Sumter. Kind of has that open batting stance. The 0-1 from Graham, swung on, and that'll be a single in the shallow right field. 1 run comes across for your P-15s. They wave around Bailey, and he is saved. 2 runs come across. Mac McDaniel with an RBI single, 2 RBI single at that. And the P-15s, they take the lead here. 4-2 over Richland 215. Boy, Mac McDaniel can hit the baseball, and just timely hitting there. So first and second, no outs still, and Connor Carter comes to the plate. Carter did a good job reaching on an error his last at bat. Back in the first. See if Coach DeBose doesn't put this bunt sign on. Graham looks at the runner at second. That's Bowden. Now looks back. The pitch. Carter shows bunt, pulls it back for ball one. The P-15s are trying to move these runners over. Carter steps back in the right-handed batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup. Graham in desperate need of out number one for Richland. The 1-0 pitch, and Carter bunts it almost all the way to the top of the press box here. He did not look happy with that bunt. 1-1 the count now to the P-15 first baseman. Sumter with 3 runs here in the bottom of the second, looking for more. They lead 4-2. The 1-1 pitch. Carter gets the bunt down and bunts it foul to the Richland dugout. Coach Moonahan trying to cheer him up. Now he's giving him that swing away sign. Carter steps back in. Graham looking for that first out. See if Carter can get a hit here. Bowden goes. The pitch swung on a high chopper into the infield. Bowden thought about going home. The throw to first is not in time. The shortstop and third baseman kind of got caught up. It was a high chopper behind the pitcher's mound, and everyone is safe. Great hit there from Connor Carter. So bases loaded for your P-15s with no outs. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 4, Justin Pendergrass. Richland coach is not happy with the umpire here. They're taking their frustration out. P-15s lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the second. Trying to add more runs. With Pendergrass at the plate, he's 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Lefty-righty matchup. Pendergrass shows bunt. The pitch. Bunt and foul. Ooh. Pendergrass kind of fell down after he bunt that one. As Richland 215 starting to send some arms down to their bullpen down that left field line. First baseman Hernandez is crashing in over there. And so is Williams at third for Richland. Infield remaining deep. The 0-1 pitch. Pendergrass gets the butt down and just foul. Good effort there. 0-2 the count. As the lights are coming on here at Raleigh Park, the P-15s sure are shining bright here in the bottom of the second. They were down 2-1 and they've scored 3 runs and they lead 4-2. Still only 1 out with the bases loaded. See if Pendergrass can extend the inning for your P-15s. The 0-2 from Graham. Swung on and missed, and Pendergrass goes down swinging for your P-15s. So 2 outs. At the plate now will be the second baseman, number 3, Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, Sumter High School, 2027 prospect at the plate now. He's got that little towel in his back right pocket. Lefty-righty matchup here. Graham has had 3 Ks so far, looking for more. And that swung at the first pitch. That's hit right to the shortstop, and he'll flip it to the second baseman for the nice 6-4 out to end the inning. P-15s, they leave him loaded, but they get 3 runs across in the bottom of the second, and they lead 4-2 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back with more baseball. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.9. It's going to be Alvin Murray III. Barkley winds, delivers, swung on and fouled off by by Murray. Righty-lefty matchup. Murray III had a nice single his last at bat, but was thrown out in the base pass by Rivers. The 0-1 in there for a ball. P-15s kind of have a shift on Murray here. Carter at first base is hugging the line. Johnson playing deep at second base. The pitch outside. 2-1 to count now to Alvin Murray III. And Pendergrass is playing right over that second base bag, and Moonaghan's kind of shading through that left side, so they must know the spray chart on Alvin Murray III here. Big Cardinal Newman grad. Newberry Wolf at the plate. The 2-1 pitch swung on, and that is foul down the left field line. For a second there, thought it was going to hang up in the infield. Count evens at 2 apiece. P-15's wearing those dark blue jerseys with Sumter written across their chest with gray pants tonight. Richland 215 with baby blue and white pants. The 2-2 pitch in there for strike 3. Got him looking. A backwards K, and Alvin Murray III goes down looking. Big strikeout there for Barkley. That's his third on the night for your P-15s. And at the plate now for Richland will be the first baseman, number 23, Tower Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first. Barkley winds, delivers, swung on, and that'll be a single into shallow right center field. And good job by the center fielder coming over to get that. That's Bailey. So nice single there from Hernandez with 1 out. And at the plate now for Richland will be the second baseman, number 7, Roper Winsky. Winsky drew a walk, his last at bat in the second inning. P-15s have a lot of activity in that bullpen down the right field line. Several pitchers out there getting stretched out and loosened up. Barkley glances over that left shoulder at Hernandez. Winsky swings at the first pitch. That one's high to right field. Balls grabs it and makes the catch for out number 2. Winsky wasting no time there, swinging at the first pitch. And a nice out there for your P-15. So 2 away with the runner at first. And the catcher at the plate for Richland, number 27, Dylan Hernandez. Hernandez, arguably one of the tallest players on both rosters. Listed at 6'4". Looks a little taller than that at the plate. Righty-righty matchup here. Barkley looking for that final out for your P-15s. The pitch in there for a ball. Just missed at the knees. Good fastball there from Barkley. Hernandez, AC Flora prospect. Won a state championship this past year. The 1-0 swung on and fouled off. Down the third base line. Hernandez steps back in. Takes a deep breath. Barkley glances over that left shoulder. Big lead over there at first by Hernandez. The pitch in there for a ball. Good take there from Hernandez. Just missed on that outside part of the plate. Good pitch from Barkley. Barkley gives the nod to Rivers. Now he winds. The 2-1 swung on and fouled straight back by Hernandez. Count evens at 2 apiece. P-15s have a good crowd on hand. They honored the little all-star team, 8U all-star team before the game. Beautiful night here in Sumter, South Carolina. Barkley throws over to first, not in time. Trying to get Hernandez. Barkley glances over that left shoulder. Now throws over again, not in time. Good job there by Connor Carter. That was not a well-thrown ball. Carter had to reach way across his body there and make the catch. Richland 215 sending some more pitchers down to their bullpen. Barkley will reset. As Hernandez stepped out of the box. Now he steps back in. And now we're ready to play. Barkley steps that right foot on the rubber. Looking for that final out of the inning for Sumter. The 2-2 pitch. Outside. Good job by Rivers. Getting a hold of that one. Now full count here to Hernandez. That's one thing Barkley has avoided a whole lot tonight is full counts. He's been behind in several, but has pitched better the last couple innings. The 3-2 pitch swung on. A hard hit ball by Hernandez. Bailey's tracking it in. Bailey makes the catch. Corey Bailey makes a diving stop out in left center field. The Sumter P-15 faithful can't believe it. What a catch by Corey Bailey. And your P-15s, they lead 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3. Your P-15s all season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back to Bobby Richardson Field here at Riley Park. Your P-15s, they lead 4-2, and Corey Bailey just made an incredible catch out in left center field to kind of save a run and save a double. Just incredible catch a moment ago. And Sumter P-15s will come to the plate here leading 4-2 in the bottom of the third. And Zy Dennis will lead things off. Dennis had a nice walk and stolen base back in the second. Kind of got everything started last inning. As he steps in the right-handed batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup. Head coach of Richland 215, Chris Dorsey. Leaving Scott Graham on the mound. Pitch. Oh, it bounced it to the plate. Kind of spiked it. Almost hit Dennis as well. 1-0 the count. Starting to see a lot of baby blue uniforms in the left field bullpen. As Richland 215's sending a lot of arms down that way. Graham winds the 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, good eye by Dennis. Zy Dennis. Lawrence Manning Academy. 2026 grad. The 2-0. Swung on and hit up high and will be foul down the right side over there. A lot of fans in attendance over there as the young kids are going out there to chase that ball. You love to see it. See if Dennis can straighten it out here and get a single. Coach Moonahan gives him the call at third base. Now Moonahan steps back in. Graham winds. 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled on the right field line there, way foul. In the P-15 hitting complex. Looking in that right field bullpen, Sumter has a couple arms getting warm as well. Graham winds. The 2-2 to Dennis. Outside. Good job there by Dennis. Full count now for the Sumter DH. Designated hitter. As Dennis takes a practice swing. Now steps back in the right-handed batter's box. Graham takes a deep breath. The 3-2 pitch. Upstairs. Good eye by side Dennis. And he's with another leadoff walk for your P-15s. That's back-to-back innings with huge leadoff walks from Zy Dennis. Throwing on first, no outs. And at the plate now will be the third baseman, number 6, Cade Moonahan. Moonahan 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Striked out his last time back in the second as he steps in the right-handed batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup. Dennis with a big lead at first base. Moonahan showing bunt. Throw over, not in time. Graham just kind of side-armed that one over there. It's one thing those left-handers have an advantage over righties on the mound. They just kind of can chunk it over there. See if Moonahan shows bunt again. He does. He's showing it early. The pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Good take from Moonahan. First baseman, third baseman are on the move there. That's Hernandez and Williams at third. Hernandez holding on Dennis at first. Graham looks at Dennis. Moonahan showing bunt. The 1-0 pitch. And just missed there for a ball. Boy, that was a great job by Moonahan bringing the bat back. It almost looked like he hit that ball, and Richland 215 won an appeal, and they are not happy with that appeal. Head coaches over there seem very frustrated. Looked like Moonahan brought it back in time, but it was close. Dennis creeping towards second. No outs here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 count here to Moonahan, showing bunt. And Moonahan calls time and takes the ball. Couldn't get out of the batter's box quick enough. 3-0 the count. Graham kind of walking around the mound again. We've seen him do that all night as he's digging into that dirt on the mound. Moonahan steps back in the right-handed batter's box. 3-0 the count. Moonahan getting down in that crotch position and showing bunt. The pitch, down low and away, and Moonahan draws a walk for your P-15s. First and second, no outs. And the top of the order coming up for your Sumter P-15s, that'll be number 5, B.J. Balls to the plate. Balls had that huge RBI single last inning. I'd love to see him get a hit here. As looks like the pitching coach, Chris Dorsey, coming out to make a pitching change here. And they're going to make a FTC call to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by FTC, your home internet wireless care provider. Call FTC today to get your stuff set up. So Richland 215 is in some trouble here as your P-15s have first and second, no outs, and they lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the third. We'll take a quick break. We'll see who the new pitcher is on the other side. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.3 FM. For them will be another left-hander. Be Lucas Price, number 6 from AC Floor, 2026 grad. Price comes in with a 9.1 innings pitched. He's faced 45 batters. He's 3-0 win-loss on the season. He's given up 9 hits, 7 runs, 3 errors, 8 walks, 15 strikeouts. That's tied for third on the team. And he also has an ERA of 2.250. As B.J. Ball steps in that left-handed batter's box. Lefty-lefty matchup. Price steps off the rubber, chases Dennis back to second base. Inside Dennis with the leadoff walk. Cade Moonahan followed with another walk. The P-15s have first and second, no outs here in the bottom of the third. Price winds, delivers, ball shows bunt, bunts it foul. That jersey's kind of coming off of Dennis there. Unbuttoned. P-15s lead 4-2. Trying to leave the bottom of the third with a bang like they did last inning. P-15 scored 3 runs back in the second. Trying to do the same here in the third. Price winds. The 0-1 pitch, the ball's outside. Good eye from BJ. Balls is 1 for 2 at tonight's ball game. Had a nice RBI singles last at bat. Had a ground out back in the first. Ball steps back in the batter's box. Price kind of winding up here. The pitch swung on and fouled off to the left side. 86-mile-per-hour fastball. Ball's just a little behind on that one. Price kind of puts those hands out there for his delivery. 1-2 the count here to BJ. As Price steps off the rubber. Didn't like the big lead there from Dennis. Inside Dennis has a lot of speed. We've seen it this season. Price winds. The 1-2 pitch, the ball swung on and fouled down the left field line. Late foul. And we'll do it again. BJ played this past year at Florence Darlington Tech. Batted .398 up there in the JUCO ranks. Going to make another splash here in his sophomore year over there. Last year of American Legion ball for BJ. The 1-2 pitch outside. 2-2 the count now. No activity in the Richland 215 bullpen. like Chris Dorsey and staff, are going to roll with Lucas Price. Price taking some time here between pitches. Now he winds the 2-2 pitch, and that is foul. Woo! Moonahan almost took a headshot over there at third base, the third base coach for Sumter. Ball smoked that one. Just foul. If he could straighten that one out, that'd be really good for the P-15s. Price glancing over that left shoulder at Dennis at second. No outs here in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 to ball. Swung on a high chopper to the second baseman. And he mishandles it. An error on Richland 215. That'll go on Roper Winsky. The AC Flora superstar couldn't make the play. And the bases are loaded for your P-15s. Great job there by B.J. Balls, making contact with the baseball, just putting the ball in play and allowing those fielders out there to make mistakes. And next thing you know, your Sumter P-15s had the bases loaded, no outs, and Corey Bailey at the plate. Bailey has reached in both bats tonight. Got hit by a pitch his last at bat in the second and had a nice single in the first. Lefty-righty matchup. Price winds, delivers, outside. Fastball got away from him. 86 mile per hour, so Price does have some speed behind that arm of his. Love to see Corey Bailey get another single. Comes in with 11 on the season. Price winds, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got Bailey inside there. Bailey now steps out of the batter's box. Takes a deep breath. Now steps back in. Dennis is 90 feet away over there at third base. Price winds the pitch. Swung on and missed by Bailey. That one looked like a changeup. Right at the knees there, and Bailey kind of did a half swing for strike number 2. See if the left fielder can make an adjustment. Center fielder. He's played all over. Price looking for that first out. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. Good job by the catcher Hernandez catching that one. Dennis almost was taken off there. Hernandez, such a large human being behind home plate, 6'4", covers a lot of ground. Price looking for that first out. The 2-2 to Bailey, swung on a chopper to the second baseman. He touched the bag and makes the throw to first. Double play, but the P-15s get a run across, and they lead 5-2 over Richland 215. RBI ground out there from Corey Bailey. So, runner at third, 2 outs. And at the plate now will be Gavin Rivers. Rivers is 2 for 2 in tonight's ball game with 2 singles. Price winds, delivers, in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch right down Broadway. Cade Moonahan over there at third base for Sumter. The 0-1 pitch to Rivers, swung on, a high chopper, and it is just fouled down the third base line. Gavin Rivers has really done a nice job this season behind the plate and at the plate hitting for your P-15s. Would love to see him get another RBI. Rivers takes a deep breath, now steps back in the right-handed batter's box. Lucas Price trying to get that final out for Richland. The 0-2 pitch, upstairs, and he sails it. Moonahan will take off home, and he is safe! On the wild pitch, another crucial error from Richland 215. And the P-15s add another run. They lead 6-2 over Richland 215. Just what the doctor ordered for Sumter. So bases cleared, 2 outs. 1-2 the count here to Rivers. Price winds, delivers. Swung on, hit up sky high in the shallow center field, and the shortstop, Ray, will make the catch for the final out of the inning. The P-15s, they add to their lead. They scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the third, and they lead 6-2 over Richland 215 as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back. You're listening to Jams on 92.3 and 93.3. Baseball league play as Sumter comes in tied at the top of the standings with Richland 215 at 4-2, and they hold the tiebreaker. They won last Thursday. They run ruled them 10-0 here at Riley Park, and if they could get a win tonight, they could take the lone first place. So this game is very big for Sumter, and your P-15s lead 6-2 here in the top of the fourth. Owen Barkley getting his warm-up pitches. And we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Newman's Automotive, Green Insurance Agency and Tax Service, FTC, Parkwest Auto Parts, Daniel Wealth Management, Piggly Wiggly, USC Sumter, and CRW Insurance. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game. Leading things off for Richland 215 will be the third baseman, number 1, Jackson Williams. Williams from Spring Valley, rising senior. Viking trying to roar his way here to a base hit. Barkley trying to shut him down here. Righty-righty matchup. Barkley winds, delivers, in there for a ball. Just missed, right below the knees. Williams 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Had a ground out back in the second inning. Has a really small bat. The 1-0, down low and away for a ball. 2-0 the count. P-15s did have a couple pitchers getting warmed up, but that's died down in the right field bullpen. Barkley winds. The 2-0 pitch to Williams, down low and away. 3-0 now. P-15s don't want to have a leadoff walk. Barkley winds. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike right inside at the knees. Caught Williams looking. Barkley trying to get out number 1 here in the top of the fourth. P-15's lead 6-2. The 3-1 pitch. Down low and away, and Williams draws the leadoff walk for Richland 215. And at the plate now will be the left fielder, number 12, Austin Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat Westwood High School. As Landon Delvin is out of the P-15 dugout, and he's going to talk here to Barkley on the mound. Quick little chat here. As Barkley did throw 4 straight balls there, so that is a little concerning for the P-15s. Barkley's a younger guy, too. He's 2027, rising senior at Wilson Hall. Austin Jeffcoat had that huge RBI double back in the second inning, so he's 1 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Barkley glances over that left shoulder at Williams. Barkley winds, delivers, in there for a strike. Got him swinging. Jeffcoat steps back in. Batting .241 on the season for Richland 215. That's a good on-base percentage at .378. The 0-1 swung on, and that'll be a single into right field. Bailey grabs it. Williams will go from first to third, and there will be no throw. And runners on the corners now for Richland 215. Good piece of hitting there for Jeffcoat. And at the plate now will be the DH, number 11, Nathan Caldwell. Caldwell from Westwood High School. Stepping in here. 2026 grad, future Claflin baseball player at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Barkley in search of out number 1. The pitch, showed bunt, bunts it straight to the mound. And Barkley throws to first to get out number 1. Good job by the veteran catcher Rivers, telling Barkley just go to first base. He was pointing right to first, saying make the throw. And Barkley did a nice job doing that. But Richland 215 does get a run across. 6-3 our score now. And at the plate now will be the 9-hole hitter, number 4. Chaplain Cox. Cox, a Cardinal Newman guy. Lefty at the plate. Barkley winds the pitch upstairs for a ball. Good eye there by Cox. Cox is 1 for 1 in tonight's ball game with a single and a stolen base back in the second inning. Cox batting .133 on the season, but has had a very productive night so far. Trying to add another run across here for Richland. The 1-0, swung on and missed. Big cut there. And good pitch there from Owen Barkley. Got him missing on that fastball. Barkley glancing over there towards second. Now looks back. That's Jeffcoat. The 1-1 to Cox. Just missed on the outside corner. It's a good pitch. Just better job there by Cox laying off of that one. P-15 still leads 6-3 here as Richland 215 has scratched a run across looking for more with a runner on second and 1 out. Barkley winds the 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled through the left side over there. Kind of leaving it 2 apiece. Barkley really needs to get Cox out here, the 9-hole hitter, and he can have 2 outs to deal with that top of the order. Barkley going a little further than Coach DeBose is letting him go really far here. We've seen him pitch 1 game that was 4 or 5 innings plus. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Barkley got Cox chasing for out number 2. Another strikeout by Owen Barkley. That's his 4th on the night for your P-15s. So 2 outs, runner at second, top of the lineup here for Richland. That'll be the shortstop, number 9, Joseph Ray. Ray 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. See if Barkley can get him swinging again. As he glances over at second, the pitch swung on and fouled off by Ray to the right side. Ray batting .280 coming in. Solid hitter, really good on base percentage at .471. He's had 7 hits and 7 singles, so all of his hits have been singles so far on the season. The 0-1 from Barkley, in there for a strike. Beautiful curve right there. Caught him looking. 0-2 quickly here to Ray. Ray is also second on the team with most strikeouts for Richland. See if Barkley can get that final out here for your P-15s. The 0-2 pitch. In there, just missed. And the P-15 infield was kind of all coming in. They couldn't believe it. And it was just a hair outside. 1-2 the count now, here to Ray. Trying extending inning for Richland. The 1-2 from Barkley. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. Ray hanging in there for Richland. As they were able to get a run across here in the top of the 4th. 6-3 our score. Jeff Coate at second base here for Richland with 2 outs. 1-2 the count here to Ray. P-15 dugout. Clapping it up over there. The 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. Good eye there from Ray. Right eye level there to him. Fastball just missed there from Barkley. Barkley's taking his time. Now steps back on the rubber. Barkley shaking off Rivers. Shakes him off again. Now gives him the nod. Now he steps off the rubber. 2-2 the count here to Ray. 0 for 2. Trying to go 0 for 3. See if Barkley can get a strikeout. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, gets away from the catcher Rivers, and Jeff Coate will take third base for Richland 215. That's a pass ball there. Very uncharacteristic play there from Gavin Rivers. That hit his glove and just bounced right out. You never see Rivers do that. It's a full count here to Ray. Barkley winds, delivers, swung on and missed. Got him swinging at the high heater. Barkley with 5 strikeouts on the night for your Sumter P-15s as they lead 6-3 heading into the bottom of the 4th. See if the P-15s can add some insurance runs. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 92.3 FM. On the call for your P-15s all season long here on the Jams 92.3 and 93.3 FM. We welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field here at historic Raleigh Ballpark. Your P-15s, they lead 6-3 over Richland 215. as we head to the bottom of the fourth. P-15s trying to get some insurance runs as they gave up a run the top half of this inning. Leading things off for your Sumter P-15s will be Mac McDaniel. On the mound still for Richland 215 is Lucas Price. It's a lefty-righty matchup. McDaniel 1 for 1 in tonight's game, had a single and 2 RBIs back in the second. And was also hit by a pitch in the first. Price winds, delivers, down low and away. A strong heater there. Just missed at the feet there of McDaniel. Price wasting no time. The 1-0 pitch. Bounced it to the plate there. 2-0 now, here to McDaniel. The P-15s have done an excellent job tonight getting the leadoff man on. We saw Dennis with 2 walks. See if McDaniel could get on here. The 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there from Price. Right down Broadway. 2-1 the count here to McDaniel. Price winds, delivers. Oh, inside. Gets away from the catcher Hernandez. 3-1 now. Almost hit the knees of McDaniel. Three-one the count here to McDaniel. The pitch from Price in there for a strike right at the knees. Not a bad take from McDaniel. Just hit the outer half of the strike zone. Full count now to the P-15 left fielder. Price winds, delivers, swung on and missed. Got McDaniel swinging on the 85-mile-per-hour heater for out number 1. So 1 out, and at the plate now for your P-15s will be the first baseman, number 10, Connor Carter. Carter had a nice single his last at bat. Also reached on an error in the first. Carter's slowly becoming a very reliable bat for Coach DeBose. Pitch from Price, swung on, a little chopper right to the pitcher, and Price flips it over there to Hernandez for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, and at the plate now for your Sumter P-15s will be number 4, Justin Pendergrass, the shortstop. Pendergrass, Sumter High, 2025 grad. Played his first year of college baseball at Claflin University. See if he can start a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from Price, way upstairs there from ball 1. Fastball was eye level there to Pendergrass. Price going quickly as he winds. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Pendergrass. Count evens at 1 apiece. Pendergrass 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game with 2 strikeouts. Outfield playing shallow there for Richland. The 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. Good looking curveball there from Price. Just hit the top half of the strike zone. Pendergrass didn't like that call. Now he steps back in. Price gives the nod to his catcher. The 1-2 to Pendergrass. Outside. Good take there. That fastball was way outside. 87 miles per hour. Boy, Lucas Price has a cannon behind that arm of his. See if he can get that final out. The 2-2 to Pendergrass. Outside. Good take there by the P-15 shortstop. As Price couldn't quite locate that curveball. Full count now. See if Pendergrass can start a 2-out rally here for your Sumter P-15s. 3-2 to Price. Swung on and fouled straight back by Pendergrass. Boy, Pendergrass was moving that bat very fast. That's a lot of heat coming at him. Love to see the shortstop connect on one here. Price winds the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off again by Pendergrass to the right side. Hanging in there for your P-15s. Sumter leading 6-3 over Richland 2-15 here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. Pendergrass at the plate. The 3-2 pitch swung on, and that is foul down the left field line. Man, if that could have stayed fair, that ball would still be rolling all the way to the foul pole. Good cut there from Pendergrass. Just missed it. If he could straighten that one out, that would easily be a single, maybe even a double. Price on the mound here. The 3-2 pitch swung on and hit up sky high into right field. The right footer's coming in and will make the catch for the final out of the inning. Lucas Price goes 3 up, 3 down on your P-15s, but Sumter still leads 6-3 as we head to the top of the fifth. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.3. On the call for your P-15s all season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field at historic Raleigh Ballpark. Your P-15s have made a FTC call to the bullpen. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by FTC, your home internet wireless care provider. When you need a call today, give FTC a call and they'll get you set up with all your internet and wireless needs. P-15s will bring in Matthew McKinnon on the mound. Big number 15 warming up. McKinnon, a right-handed pitcher from Lakewood High School, 2026 grad. McKinnon played catcher a lot for the P-15s this past year, and last year he's played a little everywhere, kind of a do-it-all guy, and definitely a do-it-all guy for the Lakewood Gators. So he'll come in relief of Owen Barkley here in the top of the fifth, and he'll be facing the right fielder, Alvin Murray III. Alvin Murray III made a nice catch a moment ago. Righty-lefty matchup here. McKinnon winds the pitch, and bunt foul there by Murray III. Showed bunt very late. Moonahan was crashing, though. He was all over it at third base. Murray III is 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Had a nice single back in the first and struck out in the third. The 0-1 for McKinnon. Swung on and missed. Got him chasing on the outside part of the plate. 0-2 quickly here. See if McKinnon can come in and get a strikeout out of the bullpen. McKinnon gives the nod to Rivers. Now he winds the pitch outside. 1-2 now. Good eye there by Alvin Murray III, one of the better hitters on this team, with a .375 average coming in. McKinnon shaking off his catcher Rivers. Now gives him the nod. The 1-2 pitch. Outside again. All the way to that right-handed batter's box. McKinnon kind of walking around the mound. Now straightens his hat and steps back on the rubber. The 2-2 to Murray the third. Outside again. Full count. And Matthew McKinnon had him 0-2, and Alvin Murray III has battled back. So full count now to the Richland post 215 right fielder. The pitch in there for a ball. Just missed a little waist high, and Alvin Murray III with the leadoff walk here in the top of the fifth. It's run on first, no outs, and at the plate now for Richland 215 will be the first baseman, number 23, Tyler Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game, and a single his last at bat in the third. Oh, the throw is in time. They get him. Matthew McKinnon got him. A beautiful pickoff. I'm sitting here looking at my notes. Next thing I know, I look up and McKinnon gets him out. Alvin Murray III with a big lead over there at first, and he was caught napping over there for out number 1. Great job there by Matthew McKinnon. A heads-up play on the mound, and a great tag over there at first by Connor Carter. The pitch in there for a strike. An outside part of the plate to Hernandez. We've seen Matthew McKinnon pick off several base runners in the past. He did it again tonight. The 0-1 to Hernandez. In there for a strike. Beautiful changeup there for McKinnon. 0-2 the count here to Hernandez. McKinnon gives the nod to Rivers. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back by Hernandez. Hernandez, AC Flora, 2027 prospect, already committed to College of Charleston. AC Flora has kind of been a factory producing those College of Knowledge players. The 0-2 pitch, bounced to the plate there, gets away from Rivers for ball 1. AC Flora is such a powerhouse over there in Forest Acres, that part of Columbia, South Carolina. They beat Airport this year for the 4A state title. McKinnon looking for out number 2. The 1-2 pitch upstairs. Good eye there by Hernandez. Count evens at 2 apiece. P-15's looking for out number 2 here in the top of the 5th. The 2-2 pitch outside again. 3-2 now. McKinnon has been ahead in several counts here. But he's opened the door here for a lot of batters. It's a full count here to Hernandez. McKinnon winds, delivers in there for a ball. And a walk by Tyler Hernandez. So 4 straight balls there from McKinnon. And Hernandez will be at first base with 1 out. And at the plate now will be the second baseman, number 7, Roper Winsky. Winsky, 0 for 1 in tonight's game at a fly out back in the 3rd. McKinnon winds, delivers, outside for a ball. Winsky, a very talented player for AC Flora. Played quarterback for the Falcons last fall. Winsky, a 2026 grad, headed to the College of Charleston. The pitch in there for a strike right at the knees. Good pitch there from McKinnon. Count evens at 1 apiece. Hernandez with the big lead over there at first. Winsky. McKinnon throws over, not in time. Winsky trying to put a dent in this 3-run advantage for your P-15s. They lead 6-3 here in the top of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch in there for a ball. P-15s do have a pitcher out there warming up. Appears to be a left-hander. Looks like that might be Brody Stanfield. As Gavin Rivers will come out to talk to McKinnon here Quick little chat on the mound. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Newman's Automotive, Green Insurance Agency and Tax Service, FTC, CarQuest Auto Parts, Daniel Wealth Management, Piggly Wiggly, USC Sumter, and CRW Insurance. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's game. As Rivers returns behind the dish there. 2-1 the count here to Winsky, the second baseman for Richland. Righty-righty matchup. The 2-1, outside, 3-1 now. Looks like McKinnon's motion is getting a little sloppy out there. Having trouble to keep that ball elevated. See if McKinnon can find the zone here. The 3-1 to Winsky. Swung on, a little slow dribbler. Moonahan grabs it, throws it to second, and it goes off the glove of Johnson. And that'll go into center field. Both runners will advance, and just not a great play there by Moonahan, as that'll go down as an E5. Probably should have just gone to first, because it was kind of an awkward catch Johnson had to make, and it went off his glove and kind of into no man's land. So the tying run comes to the plate now for Richland 215 with Dylan Hernandez, the catcher, big number 27. Hernandez 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Runners on second and third and 1 out. McKinnon on the mound here for Sumter. As he winds, delivers in there for a strike. 73 miles per hour there, right at the waist of the tall catcher Hernandez. And shakes off Rivers. Now gives them the nod. McKinnon looks at the runner at third. Now steps off the rubber and resets. Lakewood Gator on the mound here for your P-15s. Trying to get out number 2. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. A big cut there from Hernandez. 0-2 quickly here to the star catcher from AC Flora. Future Cougar. College of Charleston commit. McKinnon looks at the runner at second. Looks back. The 0-2 pitch. Outside. Good job by Rivers going over there in that left-handed batter's box and catching that one. The ball was way outside. McKinnon trying to get him to chase. Got him chasing a moment ago on strike number 2. See what he throws here. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit up high in the shallow right field. Ball's tracking it and makes the catch. Runner tags. The throw is not in time, but they have a rundown here, and they think about going home. Moonahan's chasing him, and they will get the out. But a run comes across for Richland 215, and your P-15s get the final out of the inning. So 6-4 our score. Your P-15s. Hold on, wait a second here, folks. Umpire's saying that he is safe at third base. It appeared Moonahan had the tag, and P-15s were all coming in off the field. The infield umpire is saying he is safe at third, that there was never a tag. I clearly saw a tag from up here. And I've got 20/20 vision, folks. As the infield umpire's coming out to talk to the home plate umpire. So Ball's made the catch, and he threw it in, and it was cut off by the first baseman, Carter. And the runner from third did not go home. He retreated back to the bag. Meanwhile, the runner at second kind of got caught up in a little rundown. And Carter threw it to Johnson. Johnson threw it to Moonahan. And Moonahan chased him. And it appeared the runner was out of the base pass. And Moonaghan had the tag on him, but they're going to say he's safe. So they're going to say that Moonaghan had the ball in his hand and not in his glove, and that is why he is safe. Got to keep the ball in your glove to tag somebody. So this is a big change of events here, as Richland 215 will bring up the tie-in run to the plate, down 6-4, as they've added a run across here in the top of the fifth. And at the plate now will be the third baseman, number 1, Jackson Williams. Williams comes in, the right-handed hitter. McKinnon winds, delivers, swung on and missed. Big cut there by Williams. Williams 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game with the ground out. Had a walk last inning. P-15's trying to get out of this inning. The 0-1 pitch swung on, a little dribbler and foul toward the Richland 215 dugout. Richland 215 have done a nice job not going away in this ball game. Sumter jumped out to a one-run advantage, and then every inning it seems like Richland 215 scored a run. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, and McKinnon gets the strikeout and strikes out the side for your P-15s as they lead 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. We'll see if the P-15s can add some insurance runs. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.3 FM. Getting a little chaotic there. To me, he looked like he was out of the base path, though. But you got to make the tag, you know. This team's good, man. We got to finish them off. Welcome back to P-15 Baseball. I'm Taylor Novinger on the call for your P-15s all season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field in historic Raleigh Ballpark. Your P-15s, they lead 6-4 over Richland 215 here in the bottom of the fifth. P-15s will try to get some runs back here in just a minute. And leading things off for them will be the second baseman, Larry Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Trying to get something going here, as Richland 215 has scored a run in every inning except the third and first. P-15's jumped out to a run advantage, and Richland scored 2 in the top of the second, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the top of the fifth here. Price winds, delivers in there for a ball right at the knees there of Johnson. Just missed. Good take there by the second baseman. Lefty-righty matchup. The 1-0, bounce to the plate. Gets away from the catcher Hernandez. 2-0 quickly here. P-15s have had the leadoff runner on 2 times tonight. Trying to do it again here. Price gives a nod to his catcher Hernandez. The 2-0. Oh, almost hit Johnson, and it does. A hit by pitch for your P-15s. P-15s will have a runner on first. No outs. Just what the doctor ordered. And that'll bring up the DH, Zy Dennis, to the plate. Big number 14. Dennis has reached the base pass twice in this game, both with leadoff walks. He also stole a bag in tonight's ball game. See if the Lawrence Manning Academy product can continue this on-base percentage here. Price winds, now throws over to first. Oh, threw a bullet to first base. Hernandez did a nice job catching that. Boy, it looked like Price was throwing a fastball over there. Dennis patiently awaiting his first pitch. Price winds, delivers. Dennis shows bunt, pulls it back for ball one upstairs. 86-mile-per-hour fastball. Upper half part of the plate. 1-0 the count. Johnson with the big lead at first. Price winds, delivers. Dennis gets the bunt down and foul. 1-1 to count now. Third baseman for Richland was crashing in hard over there. That's Jackson Williams. Dennis with the practice swing. Now he takes a deep breath. Steps in the right-handed batter's box. 1-1 to count here. Runner goes. Throw is not in time, and he is safe at second base. Price threw to first to Hernandez. Hernandez threw it to the shortstop, Ray. But the throw from Hernandez was kind of wild there. Ray did a nice job just catching it. It's Johnson, the stolen bag for your P-15s. It's a runner on second, no outs. 1-1 to count here to Dennis. Price glances at the runner. Now steps off the rubber. Didn't like that big lead by Johnson. P-15s have had some production here in this bottom half of the order. Would love to see Dennis get on the base pass again. The 1-1 from Price. Dennis shows bunt and laid it down just foul down the third base line. Man, Williams, the third baseman, was playing back too. That would have been a perfect bunt if Dennis could have laid it down. And now they'll have 2 strikes and have to swing. Good effort there for the P-15 DH. As he takes another practice swing. Now steps back in with those orange batting gloves, representing Lawrence Manning Academy. Swamp Cat at the plate. Price glances at the runner. The 1-2 pitch in there for a strike. Got him on the curveball. And Dennis goes down looking. So 1 out. And at the plate now for your P-15s will be the third baseman, number 6, Cade Moonaghan. Moonaghan 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. And a strikeout back in the second. Had a walk and scored a run back in the third. Home plate umpire signaling something to the Richland 215 dugout. Moonaghan steps back in, and he's showing bunt immediately. Price steps off the rubber. Definitely feeling the presence of Johnson at second base. Johnson does have a lot of speed on the base pass. Moonaghan showing bunt early. The pitch from Price. Oh, it hit him right on the arm there. Another hit by pitch. And the P-15 dugout getting a little fired up after that one. They did not like the third baseman getting hit. Moonaghan took a hard one right to the elbow, it looked like. Looks a little shaken up. Walking down that first baseline there. So first and second. Top of the order due up with B.J. Balls at the plate. Balls is 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Had a nice RBI single back in the second. Ground out in the first and reached on an error back in the third. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Price winds, delivers. Upstairs for a ball. All right, the script logo across B.J. Ball's chest says Sumter on it. 1-0 the count. Ball steps back in. Hernandez kind of shading to the left side of the plate. The 1-0 pitch outside. 2-0 now. Here to Balls. No activity in the Richland 215 bullpen, as they're going to roll here with Lucas Price. Price gives the nod to Hernandez. The 2-0 to Balls. Down low and away. Gets away from the catcher Hernandez. And Johnson takes third base. That ball just kind of bounced around right in front of Hernandez, and he couldn't find it. Next thing you know, Johnson's standing up at third base. 3-0 the count here to Balls with runners on the corners and 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. P-15 still leads 6-4. Price throws over to first, not in time. Trying to get Moonahan. P-15s have scored 6 runs in tonight's ball game off of 3 hits. See if Balls can deliver an RBI here. The 3-0 pitch inside for a ball. A strike right at the knees. 3-1 the count now. Balls appears to be chewing something. Might be some gum. Price winds. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed there by Balls. Big cut. Full count now. And Lucas Price has paddled back 2 straight strikes. Balls needs to choke up on this bat here and find a gap. Price throws to first, not in time to get Moonahan. P-15s have been very fortunate with a lot of walks and hit by pitches tonight to get them on the base pass, and we'll take it. Price winds. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled to the left side by Balls. Yeah, P-15s have been hit 4 times tonight by Richland 215 pitchers. A lot of walks as well. Price winds. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, and Balls goes down swinging off of a fastball there. So 2 outs. Runners on the corners. And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 11, Corey Bailey, to the plate. Bailey is 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game with a single. Also was hit by a pitch back in the second and scored 2 runs in tonight's ball game. And an RBI ground out his last at bat in the third. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch swung on and fouled, a high chopper over the heads of the P-15 players there on the railing. Bailey kind of taking a breath here. Home plate umpire calling time, as he's going to come out to the infield umpire. Don't know what this is about. Home plate umpire with a quick conversation now will return behind home plate. Maybe something with how long Bailey was taken with his time to get in the batter's box. Can't quite tell. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 0-1 the count here to Bailey, here in the bottom of the fifth. Price winds, delivers, swung on and foul tip for a strike. 0-2 quickly here to Corey Bailey. P-15's lead 6-4. Trying to add some insurance runs here. Price taking his time. Runner goes. The pitch. Down low and away for a ball and a stolen base by Cade Moonaghan. And he'll be at second base. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. Corey Bailey at the plate. Prime opportunity here to get these 2 runs across. Lucas Price trying to shut him down here for Richland. The 1-2 pitch. Down low and away. Good job by Hernandez, the catcher, blocking that one for ball number 2. Definitely saved a run right there. Both bullpens dead at the moment for Richland and for Sumter. Bailey steps back in. Price gives the nod to his catcher. The 2-2 to Bailey. Upstairs, good eye there by Corey Bailey. And he has some good eyes for the baseball. And that was an 88-mile-per-hour fastball. High, way high up there. Those are tough to lay off of. It's a full count now. Price winds, delivers. Swung on, a high chopper to the third baseman who comes in. He throws and makes the nice 5-3 out to end the inning. P-15s leave 2 runners on, but they still lead 6-4 as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92. The call for your P-15s all season long here on the Jams. We welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field at historic Raleigh Ballpark. Your P-15s, they still lead 6-4 here in the top of the 6th. And we'll take a moment to look at our scores around Major League Baseball. Chicago White Sox lead 4-2 in the top of the 9th over the Baltimore Orioles. Pittsburgh Pirates lead 8-6 over the Philadelphia Phillies in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Texas Rangers lead 4-2 over the Guardians in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers lead 7-0 over the Yankees in the 7th. Mets down 1-2 to the Toronto Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. Washington Nationals down 6-3 to the Boston Red Sox in the top of the 8th. Cincinnati Reds lead 3-0 over Milwaukee. San Diego Padres lead 2-0 over the Cubs. And the Twins lead 2-0 over the Astros in the top of the 5th. Marlins down 2-3 to the Rockies in the bottom of the 2nd. 0-1 to count here. Cannon winds and delivers the ball. 1-1 to count here to the left fielder, number 12, Austin Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat is a dangerous hitter, 2 for 2 in tonight's ball game. As he calls time, trying to readjust a wrist brace there. Now puts it back on and steps back in the batter's box. Jeffcoat, a future fire ant at the plate. McKinnon winds the 1-1 pitch. Did he go? He did. 1-2 now. Yeah, Jeffcoat had a huge RBI double in the 2nd. Had a nice single his last at bat in the 4th. See if McKinnon can ring him up here. McKinnon shakes off Rivers. Now gives him the nod. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on up high in the center field. And Bailey tracking it and makes the catch for the nice F8 out for out number 1. So 1 out. And at the plate now will be the DH, number 11, Nathan Caldwell. Caldwell, 0 for 1. Had a ground out his last at bat. Reached on an error back in the second. Caldwell from Westwood High School. Westwood High School quietly putting together a solid baseball program over there in the Blythewood area. They've done well past several years, putting players in college and great competition across our state. McKinnon winds the pitch upstairs for a ball. There to Caldwell. P-15's looking for out number 2 in the top of the 6th, leading 6-4. The 1-0. Outside, low and away. 2-0 the count now. P-15s do have a couple arms out there, just kind of getting loose, tossing the football around. McKinnon winds the 2-0. Swung on, hit up sky high in the shallow right field. Johnson tracking it, balls comes in, and will make the catch for your P-15s for out number 2. So 2 outs. At the plate now for Richland 215 will be the center fielder number 4, Chaplain Cox. Cox is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout, his last at bat in the 4th. Had the single back in the 2nd. McKinnon winds, delivers, and there for a ball. Just missed, a little high. Not a bad pitch there. McKinnon winds, the 1-0. Got him chasing it on the outside part of the plate. Count evens at 1 apiece. See if McKinnon can get that final out and get another strikeout. The 1-1 to Cox, showing bunt, pulls back for strike 2. McKinnon looking very confident on the mound right now for your P-15s. Cox steps back in the left-handed batter's box. The 1-2 pitch from McKinnon, outside, good eye there from Cox. Count evens at 2 apiece. McKinnon going quickly. The 2-2 pitch swung on, and that is roped right to Carter at first base. A line drive and a great catch over there by your first baseman, Connor Carter, for the final out of the inning. Your P-15s, they lead 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Jams on 92.3 and 93.3 FM. single A team of the Atlanta Braves back in the late 80s, early 90s, and has kind of sat here for a long time. The city of Sumter has made some nice renovations and have really revitalized the ballpark, as Rowley Park is home of your Sumter P-15s, of course, and also Morris College and USC Sumter plays here as well. We head to the bottom of the sixth. P-15s lead 6-4, and Gavin Rivers at the plate. Lucas Price still on the mound. The pitch swung on and fouled off there to the right side by Rivers. Rivers is 2 for 3 in tonight's ball game with 2 singles and a pop-out. Price winds the 0-1, swung on and missed there by Rivers. Got him inside on the hands there. Price has come in and pitched nicely here for Richland 215. He's had a lot of trouble on the base pass. The 0-2 to Rivers, inside there for a ball. But Price has done a really nice job not to let any runs come across for the P-15s. See if Sumter can change that here in the bottom of the sixth, leading by 2 runs. The 1-2 to Rivers. Outside, good eye there by Rivers. That curve kind of bottomed out, but it was on the outer half of the plate. Rivers, such a solid hitter for your P-15s. Price trying to get out number 1. The 2-2 pitch. Oh, inside, spiked it, almost hit Rivers. Full count now. Rivers, Sumter High grad here in 2026. Committed to USC Sumter, playing on his future field here for the Fire Ants. Full count now. Price winds the pitch, swung on, and that's roped right to the second baseman, and he'll throw it over for the nice 4-3 out. That's Roper Winsky with a nice play for out number 1. At the plate now for your P-15s will be the left fielder, number 8, Mac McDaniel. McDaniel's 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game with a 2 RBI single and a strikeout. He was also hit by a pitch back in the first. See if McDaniel can get things going here. Price winds, delivers, swung on, kind of off the end of the bat. Going to be a tough play for Winsky to charge it. He makes the throw, and it is in time. Boy, Roper Winsky was on a rope there. He charged that ball for the nice 4-3 out. Good hustle there by McDaniel. Just better effort there from Roper Winsky. So 2 outs. At the plate now for your P-15s will be the first baseman, Connor Carter. Price wasting no time as he winds, delivers inside, almost hit Carter. Carter's 1 for 2. Also reached on an error. Carter's had a hit in, I think, 3 consecutive games. So solid hitter for your P-15s. See if he can start a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0, swung on and missed. Got him chasing on the outside part of the plate there. P-15 still leads 6-4. Trying to add some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1. Oh, and it does hit him right on the ankle. That one got away from Price. He spiked it, and it spiked right to the ankle of Carter. That had to hurt. P-15s have reached the base pass a lot tonight on hit by pitches. As Justin Pendergrass will step in. Pendergrass 0 for 3 in tonight's ball game with 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch in there for a strike. Pendergrass almost pulled the trigger, but laid off. Carter with a big lead at first for your P-15s. Price throws over to first, not in time. Trying to keep Carter honest over there at first. P-15s leading 6-4 here in the bottom of the sixth. First of 4 games in 4 days. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Pendergrass. 0-2 now. Pendergrass has been such a solid shortstop in the field for your P-15s. See if he can connect that at the plate. The 0-2 from Price, swung on, a high chopper, and it is foul. Kind of bounced straight up right at the plate. P-15s trying to continue this inning here in the bottom of 6 with 2 outs. Price winds. The 0-2, runner goes and fouled off by Pendergrass. Glad Coach Moonahan had the hit and run sign on there. Well, that was an 85 mile per hour heater there from Price. Carter creeping towards second. Pendergrass kind of crowding the plate. The 0-2 pitch swung on a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Williams grabs it, throws it across the diamond, and sails it, and he is safe. Pendergrass is safe at first base as that throw kind of got Hernandez off the bag, and that'll go down as an E5 on the third baseman. Errant throw there from Williams. So first and second, 2 outs. And at the plate now for your P-15s will be the second baseman, number 3, Larry Johnson. The pitch, inside. Oh, almost hit Johnson. Johnson is hit by a pitch his last time at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Price steps off the rubber. Looks like the catcher, Hernandez, is kind of holding that hamstring there. He kind of had to get out of his stance there and walk around for a minute. Now he'll crouch back down. Price winds. The 1-0 to Johnson. Swung on and missed. Got a piece of it. Fouled it right into the catcher's glove. Johnson getting the call from his third base coach, Moonahan. Now he steps back in the right-handed batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup. Price trying to get the final out. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and that is hit high, and it is in foul territory and grabbed by Hernandez for the final out of the inning. P-15s leave 2 runners on, but they still lead 6-4 as we hit. Here on the Jams, 92.3 and 93.3 FM. Welcome you back here to Bobby Richardson Field, here at Riley Ballpark, here in Sumter, South Carolina. Your P-15s, they lead 6-4 over Richland 215. And Matthew McKinnon is on the mound trying to close things out here Richland 215 down to their final 3 outs. And the top of the order due up with number 9, Joseph Ray, the shortstop. Pitch in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there from McKinnon. Ray 0 for 3 in tonight's game with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The 0-1 for McKinnon in there for a ball just missed right at the knees. Matthew McKinnon going very quickly between pitches. Now slowing it down here. The 1-1 to Ray in there for a strike on an outside part of the plate. Good job by Rivers framing that up. McKinnon gives the nod to Rivers. The 1-2 pitch in there and fouled off by Ray to the P-15 dugout. Little dribbler. Coach DeBose and the P-15s trying to get a win here on a Monday afternoon. Or Monday night here, I should say, here in June. The 1-2 pitch swung on. A hard hit ball to Pendergrass. Pendergrass grabs it, throws it across the diamond, and a nice play over there at first base by Carter Carter. He had to come off the bag a little bit and stretch those long legs of his, and he made a nice grab over there at first base. Not the greatest throws by Pendergrass, but a great play by Carter Carter for the first out of the inning. And at the plate now for Richland 215 will be Alvin Murray III, the right fielder. Murray III, 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game with a single and a strikeout. Had a walk last inning. The pitch in there for a ball. Had a walk back in the 5th, excuse me. Murray III, very talented hitter. Cardinal Newman played his freshman season over at Newberry this past spring. The 1-0 from McKinnon in there for a strike on an outside corner. 78-mile-per-hour heater there. Murray steps back in. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-1 inside, right at the feet of Murray III. Has a really good average coming in. Batting .375. Leads the team in RBIs with 10. The 2-1 outside. Good take there by Murray III. 3-1 now. P-15s have a few pitchers out there kind of hanging out in the bullpen, ready for a moment's notice. The 3-1 outside, and Alvin Murray III draws the 1-out walk here in the top of the 7th. So runner on first, 1 out. And at the plate now will be the first baseman, Tyler Hernandez. Hernandez, another left-handed hitter. As he steps in. McKinnon gives the nod to Rivers. The pitch, down, low, and away. Hernandez comes in here with 1 and 2 on the night with a single and a strikeout. McKinnon taking his time. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Huge cut there by Hernandez. Matthew McKinnon making him look silly there. Count evens at 1 apiece. See if P-15s can get that out number 2. McKinnon throws over to first, not in time. Trying to get Alvin Murray III over there. Very quick player as he starts to creep towards second again. McKinnon gives the nod to Rivers. The 1-1 pitch, outside. Hernandez talking to the home plate umpire. Looks very upset. Don't know what that's about as he steps back in. McKinnon glances at the runner at first. The 2-1 pitch swung on, a high chopper in the infield. Pendergrass is charging it, and he will not make the throw, and that'll be a hit by Hernandez, kind of into no man's land. Good piece of hitting there. And all of a sudden, Richland 215 has first and second with one out. And the winning run will come to the plate here. As Hernandez will come out of the ball game here. Pinch running is going to be number 8. Brady Evans will come in from Spring Valley to run at first base. So first and second, one out. And at the plate now will be the second baseman, number 7, Roper Winsky. Winsky 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Had a walk and reached on an error back in the 5th. McKinnon winds, delivers. Now low and away for a ball. 1-0 the count. P-15s do not have anyone up in their bullpen. As McKinnon steps off the rubber, making sure Murray III goes back to second. Now he steps back on. Linsky steps back in the right-handed batter's box. McKinnon gives a nod to Rivers. Now he looks at the runner at second. The 1-0 pitch swung on, hit up sky high in the infield. Rivers is tracking it. Rivers will make the catch for your P-15s for out number 2. Great job there by Gavin Rivers getting that catcher's mask off and looking alive to catch that baseball. So 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And at the plate now will be Dylan Hernandez, the catcher. McKinnon looks at the runner at second. The pitch, down, low and away. 1-0 the count. Hernandez, 0 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Trying to get something going here for Richland 215, down 2 runs. McKinnon winds, the 1-0, swung on and missed. Big cut there by Hernandez for strike 1. P-15s lead 6-4 here in the top of the 7th. Matthew McKinnon on the mound trying to close things out. Richland 215 has runners at first and second. Winning run at the plate. The 1-1 pitch from McKinnon in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Hernandez having some words there with the home plate umpire. Not happy with that call. Fans are starting to get into it. McKinnon just needs that final out here for your P-15s. He's taking his time on the mound, staring down the batter Hernandez. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Matthew McKinnon gets him swinging, and your P-15s, they win 6-4 over Richland 215. And the P-15s, they will go into 9-4 overall, and they will go to 5-2 in League 2 play. Your Sumter P-15s are in first place in League 2 play here in American Legion Baseball in the great state of South Carolina. Meanwhile, Richland Post 215, they will fall to 7-4 overall. They will fall to 4-3 in League 2 play. Your P-15s get a much-needed win, and they're 2-0 over Richland 215, which is really big for them. And your P-15s will be on the road tomorrow. They'll head to West Columbia, another conference game for them. And they'll be back here Wednesday night as they play a couple other teams, Wednesday and Thursday, both home games. But your P-15s, they win 6-4 over Richland 215. And we'll take a short break. We'll try to get Coach DeBose on the phone. You're listening to P-15 Baseball on the Jams 92.3 and 93.3 FM. Was it not going? Novinger on the call. Your P-15s, they win 6-4 over Richland 215, and they get to 9-4 overall, and they get to 4-2 in League Two play. The P-15s get a much needed win over Richland 215, and the P-15s take sole possession of first place in League Two play. So this is a really monster win here for Coach DuBose and staff, as Coach DuBose is getting the team kind of talking it up down there, and we're going to get him on here in just a minute. But the P-15s with a huge win. This was very important for not only league play, but also for Legion Ball. And now we'll go down to the field here with Coach DuBose, who we have on the phone. Coach DuBose, what a win for you guys tonight.
Great team right there that we just played.
Yeah, that was a very monster victory. Coach, what can you say with Matthew McKinnon coming in there on the mound? You know, he's kind of a do-it-all guy for you guys.
He is, man. He could hit. He could go and throw some innings for us. He's been throwing really well in middle relief to end relief for us, and I'm just really proud of that guy. That he's a tough fella. He comes in and throws strikes with a breaking ball too, and that's hard to hit. So he did great.
Yes, sir, and you take sole possession of first place in League Two play. Speak to how big that is for your squad.
Dude, that was huge, man. I mean, we're number one in the region right now, and that's all we could ask for, to be put in that position. And I'm just thankful that the fellas just decided to fight again today, pull out that win, and we can go into tomorrow's game knowing that we're ahead of the pack. And we need to stay in front of the pack. We have all the power right now. So if we continue to win the next 4 region games, I mean, we'll be indefinitely in front and win the region. So we got to do that. I'm telling these guys, every game is like the World Series, man. Every single game matters. This is huge. It can turn in a second. The game can turn in a second, so you got to be ready every single pitch. And I'm just proud of my guys.
Yes, sir. It was a great win for you guys. And, Coach, how do you keep the guys motivated throughout the week with 4 games in 4 days?
Brother, it's a short season. You got to tell them that they're not going to – I mean, the season is very short, and you only have so many pitches. You only have so many at-bats. And I remember whenever I was a P-15, I feel like it went in a snap. So I'm trying to get these fellas to just realize how short this Legion baseball is. I mean, there's only 20 games. That's crazy. I mean, that is a short, stinking season. And there are plenty of seniors on the field right now, plenty of seniors and juniors that really care about this team. And I'm just calling on all my seniors and juniors right now to lead the pack, and they're doing it.
Well, Coach, go celebrate with your team, and we'll see you tomorrow on the road at West Columbia.
Appreciate you, man.
And that's Coach DuBose. Great win for the P-15s. They win 6-4 over Richland 215. I'm Taylor Novinger, and it's been a pleasure bringing you tonight's broadcast. We'll get you back to that jam and hip-hop on the Jams 92.3 and 93.